here in the United States, you got people that are like, well, I can't pay my rent in New York.
Yeah.
And I can't pay for the new iPhone. I've got an old, weird, broken down phone from 5 years ago that, the camera doesn't work or whatever. And so I feel like I'm poor, especially compared to people that have so much. And those people that are actually not really struggling to feed themselves will still feel like, I struggle to pay my bills, so I'm justified in hating people that have more than me. Do you feel like that's enough to get people to get people into the streets, or what point do you feel like it actually becomes a problem where people are going to say, I'll go and I'll go out and riot? Or is it just the temperature when it's warm enough and they're bored?
I mean, I think it's a combination of that. Because when Mangione was being extradited from, Pennsylvania, right? You had like 2 people show up. So there's a lot of online support, and I think it's just in today's day and age, most people think that's enough to just say
the anons.
Well, not even anons.
Not just, but
not even the anons, but
people from behind a keyboard.
Yeah, just people from behind a keyboard, and obviously it's not just with that specific example, but that was a good example because there was such widespread support online, and so. I don't know how that would translate necessarily into protest. Maybe if he's found guilty, okay, then in that case, maybe.
Well, I got my broken iPhone right here. I'm not sitting on my high horse like Phil over there, Mr. Rich Man. I think we're gonna have to occupy the compound.
I don't know. You have 3. You have 3.
I do have 3 lenses.
You have 3 lenses.
It is a max.
Okay.
It is a max, but it is broken. All right,
It's a small one, man.
All right, and I got to pay rent in D.C. Not to mention the taxes and the parking tickets.
You've chosen to pay rent.
Yeah, well,
so you've chosen poorly.
That's true. 16 years. But now they're trying to levy my taxes because of all my parking tickets. They're going to take my refund.
Wait, how many parking tickets do you have?
Well, I got
Enough
that
to
car.
Get the government after him.
I got my car out of the state. It's mothballed somewhere else, and I bought another car. But there are thousands of dollars. There's some speed cameras involved. I've been trying my best. I may or may not have.
You're not telling a sympathetic story.
Yeah. Well, no, but here's one thing I will say to the people.
I'm sure you don't need to talk to your lawyer.
If you guys, if even just 1% of the people watching this show would take it upon themselves to go out, find the speed camera closest to their house, and throw some spray paint on that thing. I'm not saying I've done that. And I'm not saying that the camera next to my house has been raised up multiple times over the last 5 years.
We hear
Get it higher and higher.
But
am I not supposed to do that? I'm not supposed to. I can advocate for spray painting speed cameras, right? Is that allowed?
No.
Okay. Well, I just did.
Okay. Well,
that is oppression right there. They have stop sign cameras in DC now.
Look,
you don't stop for 3 seconds, $100 ticket.
I am opposed to all forms of traffic cameras that are just giving out.
Let's make it hard for them.
That are just giving out tickets. I'm also opposed to discussing vandalism of public property on the internet.
We do not low-level crime. If it's under $1,500 in damage, it's not a felony.
Oh my God.
Okay. Enough. You got to move on.
All right. Enough from Mr. Retired over here.
Yeah. You're going to be retired to to some kind of public service to pay your debt to society.
I don't even like airplanes anymore. Anyway, I don't need to be.
Oh my gosh, that was because I fly when I lived here in the area. I flew out of DCA all the time, not knowing that. There's actually all these helicopter routes right around DCA. It's like, whose idea was that?
The Pentagon's.
Yeah, clearly.
Apparently. So yeah, I guess the FBI. With Kash Patel being the new head of the FBI, I would like to see actual attacking, going after people that are actually movement on the crime syndicates here, and then also the NGOs that fund the type of behavior that leads to riots. But I don't know that.
I don't want that.
Well, I mean,
I don't want that to go away. It's called job security.
It's called his livelihood.
Yeah. What are you trying to do? We're trying to put me out of a job here?
I'm trying to save people. I'm trying to save people's property.
Look, there's no more border crisis. There's no more riots. Julio's going to be out in the streets.
I gotta go. I gotta go to South Africa now.
He's going to be asking for
in
some
order to do
change.
reporting.
You're gonna have
Spare
to-
some change.
You have to start writing more frequently as opposed to going out and getting weird. But I mean, that's the goal of the new administration, right? To have society not be so volatile, and I think that most Americans kind of want that too. I mean, wouldn't that be something that aside from like the adrenaline junkies such as yourself,
Normal people, yeah. No, I mean, that's what people voted for, because that was one of the biggest lies with the Biden administration, right? Is that it's a return to normalcy, it's a return to we're done with the chaos of Trump, and it's what are you talking about? Things are continuing to go. Like, sure, it's not the high energy riots of 2020, but there's like this low intensity that's like just under the crust that you can feel, that you can see. I mean, I just saw like today. There's a video of a guy on the metro in DC. He's getting jacked for his Canada Goose jacket. And then with like the Daniel Penny thing, and of course there was, you just don't look at them in the eye. You just avoid them. It's like, well, that doesn't always happen.
Thanks for watching this clip from the Culture War podcast. We're live every Friday, 10 a.m. to noon. So subscribe and come hang out.